got the backpacks on, and we are ready to hit the trail. Our first nice overlook of the hike, we're looking south. Limbo! We've got our backcountry gourmet station set up. Cheers. Cheers. I've not lost motivation. I've lost a lot of energy and certainly a lot of sweat here. How are you feeling, JR? Tired. Hey guys, it's us back here, Kyle and JR with the DK Adventure Co. We're getting ready to go on a backpacking trip here today. We are going to FDR State Park. We've got about, I think, 7 miles in first day, overnight, and then 7 miles back tomorrow.
Yeah, got all our gear packed up, just a couple of packs, and hiking it all in. Excited. It's just a quick one-nighter. We're just going in, doing a little bit of a lollipop loop, and coming back tomorrow. But it'll be a good chance to test some new gear and work out some planning for a longer backpacking trip that we've got coming up by the end of the year.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to that trip and this trip as well. We were supposed to go to Cloudland Canyon with a big kind of a group this weekend, but logistically it just didn't work out. So we're gonna do this. We got Labor Day tomorrow, so should be a good time, and definitely looking forward to it. This will be our, I guess, third backpacking trip, our second longer one though. So
yeah. So we've got about 90 minutes till we get there. So we'll see you then. Okay, coming up into the state park right now. This is the largest state park in the state of Georgia, so we've got a lot of ground to cover, and we saw quite a few entrances and facilities on the way, but this is the main one, the main entrance coming right up. Visitor Center. Got this lovely overlook right next to the Visitor Center. Awesome views. Wouldn't expect that in central Georgia. Okay, so it's time to check in, and then we will go hit the trail. What's up? We're at the trailhead, about to get our packs on. JR is all packed up.
What's up?
What's with those sunglasses?
Well, you know, I took my sunglasses in my car off, and we drove all the way down here, and I even made a comment at one point about how I didn't have sunglasses. And so we're here, and we're just making do with what we've got. You know, that's part of camping.
Yeah, had some spare sunglasses in the car, so gave them out for JR to use. So we're gearing up and getting ready to go. I'll show you on the map our route here today. So this is the map of the trail system. We're currently right here at the Boot Top Trail parking area, and our path is going to take us down south, back up north, and then we're going to do a loop around here and then back in. So it's kind of a lollipop route. Our campsite is at the top of the loop on the north end, so we'll be doing the lollipop stick in the top half of the loop today. So let's get geared up. Okay, we are geared up, got the backpacks on, and we are ready to hit the trail. So the first steps are about to begin. It's just about 11 a.m. over here, so we've got a full day of hiking ahead of us, and then we'll camp out. So let's get this adventure started.
Yes, sir.
You don't have to be lonely. Hikers only.
You set everything up for like the parking pass and all that, right?
Yeah. All right, so one of the nice parts of backpacking is snacking out. So start us off, I've got some GU Energy Chews caffeinated fruit gummies. So we're on the Boot Top Trail. We're heading to Pine Mountain Trail in 0.7 miles, and then that'll take us to the loop.
They don't taste fantastic. lid off.
You can tell they've got kind of that GNC, you know.
Like that kind of artificial sweetener flavor.
Yeah, the like added
like medicine-ish.
added medicine, yeah. We got a ways to go. We're now on the Blue Blazes.
Ah, yes, the blues. We got the Varsity Blues today. Is this all the way to our campsite?
Basically. All right, we're about a mile in. So far, so good. Easy going, nice scenery. And you got some spider webs in the trees that you got to watch out for. So we did a backpacking trip this past spring. It was up in North Georgia on Fort Mountain. The terrain up there was pretty hilly, but we ended up with a prime campsite at the top of the mountain overlooking this, you know, just the edge of the mountain. We could see the town at night.
Looked really cool with the lights up.
It was really cool. So I'm anxious to see what the scenery is going to be like at the campsite we're getting to today, but it's going to be several hours before we reach it. For me personally, this is really my second serious hiking and backpacking trip, I would say. You know, I've done some trips with the backpacking gear. We did one that was a simple mile or less, kind of close to town. But how many backpacking trips have you gone on, JR? Like just like actually hiking out into the wilderness with your pack like this?
Oh, well, I mean, not really a whole lot. I've probably done less than 10, greater than 5. But definitely in my adult age, this is, I mean, I'm with you. These have been my return to backpacking. So
Yeah.
we're all kind of learning again together, and it's been fun. I really enjoy this.
Yeah. I mean, you might have figured based on kind of the videos we've been putting out, but the DK Adventure Co., we like camping in all of its forms. So, you know, the luxuries of car camping, where you've got all your stuff right in front of you, and also the adventurous and more hardy and roughing it style of backpacking, where everything we've got is right in these packs here. We don't have anything extra. Everything has its pros and cons. I definitely like the adventure side of the backpacking. It's definitely feels more like you're kind of going on a little adventure when you are more self-contained, I suppose.
We did it. We escaped from the killers, and all we need to do is wait on the corrupt sheriff to come pick us up and take us back to the killer's house. Hey, buddy.
Hi.
Oh my, you're a dirty dog, aren't you? What you been getting into?
Found him on the trail.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Been following us.
Huh. Oh, this isn't your dog?
No.
Oh, okay.
We were hoping that it was yours.
Nope.
All right.
Well, good luck with him.
Seems like a happy hiking dog.
And we don't want to leave him out here, so.
Yeah.
I'm sure, you know, he'll follow you back to the ranger station or something. Are you guys camping out here, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
I mean, we're going to FDR, so hopefully somebody will be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure somebody,
We just don't
you know.
want to get hit by a car or anything.
Yeah. Ooh.
Good luck. Taking a quick breather here. Got my favorite trail snack of choice, peanut M&Ms. I always bring 2 or 3 packs of these on any hike that I go on. They're just great. They're filling, calorie dense, and delicious. We are just under 3 miles into the hike, and it's currently just afternoon, so we have stopped here for some lunch at the trail. The main loop of the trail is about to start over here, so we found a nice shady spot. Got our backpacking chairs here, so we were able to post up and enjoy some lunch. What you got for your backpacking lunch today, JR?
See, I got some Ritz Stacker crackers.
Classic.
And I got some pepperoni.
Crackers and Ronies.
Crackers and Ronies. Unfortunately, I didn't bring any cheese today to put on, but
I did. I brought some cheese. I've got the Hillshire snack pack. It's got the salami, cheese, and some crackers in it. So not a super complicated lunch, but I like to stick with basic lunches. Get a little more fancy on dinners, right?
yeah. We get to relax for lunch and just kind of chill out more than anything. And
Yeah.
just get the calories to get us to dinner. That's the goal.
Oh, I know. So how would you rate the hike so far? What do you think of the scenery and the terrain and the difficulty?
Oh, it's nice. It's been like nice little canopy overhead for most of the hike. Some creek view has been nice. We've been elevating here in the recent hour, I guess. We've been doing some elevation, so not much creek view, but some nice differentiating terrain to kind of go over.
Yeah, got a couple scenic views, and I think that the loop that we're about to hit up has some more varied terrain as well. It certainly looks like it on the map. It's kind of squiggling all over the place, so hoping for a successful next part of the hike. And we've been making great time. I mean, at this rate, we'll probably be at camp by 3 or 4 o'clock at the absolute latest, I think.
Yeah, 3 or 4 gives us nice time to take our time setting up, gather water, maybe gather some firewood for the fire tonight.
Yeah, I guess we'll see coming up if we actually make good on that speculation.
Yeah.
Okay, we are back on the trail. Had a nice lunch, feeling a bit energized now. So we're coming up on the loop of the Pine Mountain Trail. We are on the eastern side of the loop, and we are going counterclockwise around. So if you imagine the loop as a clock, our campsite is probably around the 10 to 11 spot, and we're around the 2 to 3 spot on the clock now. So the scenery remains nice and shady through here, and it's been a nice hike. Definitely needed that break, and makes me feel like I can go some extra miles after that, because getting kind of tired. You know, these long distance backpacking trips are still something that I am physically getting used to.
Probably coming up on, we're in mile 3 to 4, probably mile 4 maybe. We're kind of, this part it's kind of flat, maybe a little bit of a decline, honestly. It's been really nice.
Yeah.
Trail is pretty well marked, and haven't really, what have we seen, 5 people total maybe?
It's not populated at all, which is really interesting considering it's Labor Day weekend.
Labor Day weekend on what I feel like is a fairly well-known and popular state park.
Yeah.
But I guess these backcountry trails just don't get the foot traffic.
Yeah.
A lot to do.
We saw a good bit of people going into the main trail, but this trail here is pretty much limited only to backcountry hikers and people backpacking in for the night.
Backpacking sickos.
What kind of sicko straps 30 pounds of gear to their back and chooses to walk through the woods 8 miles to sleep on the ground? This part of the trail here is the creekside. If we find a spot with some good, clean looking flowing water, we are gonna fill up to get some extra water. We've got water filters on deck, so no worries there. We found a troll hole in this tree. That is a big area. It actually looks like the leaves in there have been used and sat on by something, so probably some animal has been hanging out in there using it like a den. In the middle of the woods, nobody around,
Just us and the bears.
there's no bears down here.
Shut up.
You hear that sound? That's the sound of a water source, my friends. We came upon this campsite, and they say that this is closed, but we'll still come over here and refill our water. So we'll take a nice break by the creek. Oh, that's nice. Look at this, a perfect spot to fill up. Got you some creek water?
This is some high quality H2O right here.
What's your method of drinking this?
I'm gonna filter it through the Sawyer, and it should be drinkable. Got a dirty bottle here, and just kind of squeeze it on through.
Oh, nifty.
What kind of setup do you have here?
I got the Life Straw bladder with the filter built in, so I'm gonna fill up my bladder to put in my extra water bottle and then put a little extra in the bladder for later use. Nice and easy to fill. Where am I stuck? What is the computer buffering? Uh-oh. There's something wrong here. So this was a little clogged from when I used it last, so I had to kind of finagle it to get it unclogged, but now that's sorted out. It's a really nice spot to take a break. Took a load off on our packs. Check out this little campsite. What's up, JR?
What up?
Nice little bridge. Let's take a look at this camp. So it's saying this is called the Beach Bottom Campsite. It's closed right now to allow soil erosion to recover. So there were signs up saying no one can camp here. But this is a really big and nice campsite, and it's, you know, right on that creek. Really nice spot. Big and flat. Little walking trail back there. Nice fire ring. Super flat. You could easily fit, I don't know, 5-6 tents through here. Countless hammocks. Really cool. If our campsite is anything like this, I'll be very pleased. We've still got about 2.5 miles or so, I would estimate, till we get to our campsite. But I'm really glad that our route took us through here, because this is a really nice spot to hang out. So we are going to kick back for a few minutes and then hit the trail again. It's still pretty early in the day. It's only just after 2 p.m. So the original plan was get to our campsite by around 4 o'clock or just after, and I'd say we're still on track to do that. Limbo. Do a barrel roll.
It's a little dirty, but
You good?
yeah.
All
Just
right.
got a little dirty.
We made it. Okay. Whew. We are approaching a campsite marker now, and I think it might be ours. Most assuredly it is. Turtle Hollow.
I like turtles.
This is us. Let's check it out. We are off the beaten path a little bit, and we've got the Turtle Hollow camp at the end of this little offshoot, so we're going off of the main trail. All right, we made it. This is our reserve site, so really big, and it's back here. Got some makeshift bench here, fire ring, plenty of room. We can put our tents over here, maybe back here. Definitely plenty of room back there. But I've got the tent, and JR has the hammock this time. But it was a long hike. Just as we expected, it was just about 7 miles, so it is time to take a load off and relax for a little bit before we get unpacked and set up camp.
Looking forward to it.
Yes, indeed, we made it. 7 miles, 30-ish pounds of gear. We did it.
Oh yeah.
Feels good.
Feeling breezy here in the button-up shirt.
Yeah, I had to change. I was drenched in sweat. So our game plan now, before we set up shelter, before we do anything, just relax for a little bit. I put on the sandals here and the Crocs for JR.
Crocerinos.
Yeah, our feet need some respite, so we are just chilling. Okay, we are getting the lay of the land now. So going down to the other end of the campsite here, there's a little stream. So we're gonna check it out and see if it's suitable for refilling our water that we're gonna use for the rest of the day. So it's just down here, a little creek. Don't hear any flowing water. Definitely prefer flowing to standing. Oh, what's this? Got a nice trickle. Oh, this is a really small water source.
It's not the most appealing looking, but it'll do the trick.
Take a look, walk up and down here, see if anything looks better. We found a little part of the stream that has some nice stream and moving water. So this looks like the best place to collect water. How's that looking? Clean?
It's, better than some standing muddy water, I suppose. It's
Yeah.
not my ideal water fill, but
Yeah.
it'll do the trick.
I don't see any obvious imperfections.
Not against it.
Okay, we are ready to go ahead and start setting up shelter and getting camp set up. So now's as good a time as any to show off what's in my pack. So first of all, I got this new towel. This is the pack towel, so this will be a nice surface to lay out all my stuff over here. So come on around. First of all, I've got clothes. This time I didn't use a stuff sack for my clothes, so I just got clothes loosely stuffed in here, kind of filling gaps in my bag. So I'm going to take those out first. So I've got like a buff, extra t-shirt, extra underwear, extra socks. Always good to have on any trip, even just a one-nighter. Got my rain jacket. Packs down pretty compact, just in case. Forecast doesn't call for rain, but as you saw before, rain can come from nowhere. Got a little ditty bag here with a spare water filter. Got some cordage and the Sawyer Mini, and anything that doesn't really fit anywhere else I just kind of throw in this bag here. Got my camp cook system. When we make dinner, I'll break it down and show it in more detail. This is a new pickup. This is a can cooler. Got a couple cans in here. I'll show that off in just a few minutes. This is my pillow, Nemo Pillow. So that's the pillow. My dry bag, so all the food is in here. Food, fire starter, and toiletries, anything smelly that I'll need to seal up for the night from critters. New to bring on this trip, I've got a Kindle, Amazon Kindle, so this is for reading books later. All right, now to the big stuff. Here's the tent, Nemo Hornet. Gonna set that up in just a few minutes. This is my electronics bag. I've got the spare phone battery, all my cords for recharging electronics and whatnot. Sleeping pad, Nemo Tensor, inflatable sleeping pad. And finally, way down at the bottom, sleeping bag, Nemo Disco. This is a Nemo backpacking household where my shelter system and sleep system is all Nemo. See, that's everything down there. And then in the front pouch, got my life straw, water filter and bladder. So we're gonna fill that up, top off later. Got my boop kit, trowel, hand sanitizer, toilet paper for when nature calls. Got the rain cover for if it suddenly rains. I got my camping knife for processing wood or, you know, chopping up stuff. I gotta clean that off. I didn't clean it off since my last trip. And the sides, normally have my water bottles. Got a couple smart water bottles, 2 liters, and those go in the sides. And I got my tent poles separate. I keep those actually out of the pack because it packs nicer. So it just is more convenient for me than putting the tent poles and everything in there. And let's see. I've got various other odds and ends packed in the pockets, but I'm not really going to unpack everything. First aid, headlamp, lighter, pocket knife. But that's really it. So here is all the stuff. I'm going to go ahead and set up my tent here.
Hey, JR here. A little unpack of my bag. So opened it up at the top. I got my rain jacket. I didn't have it as accessible today because I knew that we were not going to get rain. Got a little food bag. Got my lunch in there and some little snacks. This is my cook kit. Plus I got more food in here. Got dehydrated meals, oatmeal, stuff like that. Let's see. Got all my extra clothes on a little Ranger roll here. Got, I love this pillow. This is the Thermarest pillow, I believe, compressible. Really comfy and packs down pretty nicely when I want it to. Got the old hammock, Hennessy, bug net and everything included. And then hammock straps and stakes. These are the Eno Atlas straps. Just makes it a little easier to set up. And like Kyle, I also have a Nemo sleeping bag. This is the Forte. It's a 35-degree bag. Don't have an under quilt or a sleep pad, but it's going to be warm enough tonight that with just this in the hammock, should be totally fine. So that's that for me.
Just awesome. I got my animal hang bag stuck in a tree. Looks like it got snagged on a branch. We're trying to get it down now. Found this giant tree limb. You had a good poke on it.
Yeah, it barely moved.
It must be wedged in there hardcore. Ooh. Try to smack that other stick out of the way. Ooh, buddy. Oh, okay. Now here is a proper animal hang bag. I got this over the branch here. So when I go to bed, I'll hang up the food there. There are no bears around here, but there are just about every other type of critter you can think of. Raccoon, squirrel, coyote, chipmunk. So we don't want those eaten into the food supply. So just hang it up before bed so it doesn't eat through the bag. We have set up camp after a protracted process with some difficulties. I will walk you through my setup over here. So I've got the Nemo Hornet 2-person backpacking tent. I had a lot of trouble earlier setting up the stakes because this ground is really hard over here. I had a ton of trouble with this stake over here in particular. I was trying to reposition it and I could not get the stake out. And that was really a headache, but finally got it working. So in here, got my sleep setup. So here is the tensor, pillow, and sleeping bag, Nemo Disco. It's a decent size in here. This is 2-person. I can't believe that this is 2-person. It's barely big enough for me. This is about as small of a space as I would want to sleep in. But it's a nice tent. I think this is really one of the nicest tents, if not the nicest tent that I own. It's got a ton of really cool features, and I can walk you guys through them sometime. Maybe not today though. But the foot ends here are staked down, and we're good to go. JR here has been foraging for wood. Got a nice supply so far, and wood is plentiful around here.
Dry.
And dry, yeah. So it looks like you've got the Hennessy hammock set up. This is the same setup you had when we were car camping earlier, wasn't it?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, down to the T with all of the, you know, bedding and such you have in there?
I believe so, yeah. I don't think I have brought anything different today as far as that goes compared to what I brought for the car camping.
Yeah, well, we could take a peep in here. Kind of hard to see, but he's got the sleeping bag and pillow with the tarp overhead. If you want to see it in detail, I suppose you can go check out the other video where JR did a really detailed breakdown of everything he's got in there. But now we've got the initial wood supply gathered, got our chairs out, got our shelter up. So you know what time it is?
Oh, I know what time it is.
Time for step 2. I would say a frosty step 2, but it's not a frosty step 2. Those can coolers I showed you earlier, it sucks. It did not keep it cold whatsoever. This feels like I just had it in my pack. But hey, cheers on the miles and the smiles. It might not be ice cold, but it really hits the spot.
Oh yeah. Glad I got a fine Pilsner here.
What you got? The Miller Lights?
Good old Miller Lite.
Oh, we polished off plenty of those when we were car camping.
Yep. Not my favorite beer in the world, but it hits the spot on a warm day like today. Especially after 7 miles.
Yeah, I think might take the other can in the cooler and dunk it in the stream over there, cool it down before I enjoy that one. All right, so what is there left to do?
We'll probably just be gathering some more firewood, probably for the fire tonight, and I think we're pretty much set, you know, before dinner at least.
Yeah. So the aim of the game is rest and relaxation. We both had a couple issues setting up our shelters with stakes and tie-down points and whatnot in the ground out here. And I had a issue with my food bag hang. And shout out to JR for getting that out of the tree. He poked it with a giant tree branch, and I found a replacement for it over there. So we'll go ahead and kick back and enjoy these and enjoy the rest of the evening. Hello, frog. What's up? Ribbit. Ribbit. Ooh. Have a good evening. I stowed our remaining 2 beers right here in the creek in the hopes that the creek water does a better job at keeping this cold in the little cooler bags. So we're checking in on them in a little while to see how that goes. We're getting dinner set up, ready to cook our meals. Got this nice bench here that can act as a sort of chef's table. So the sun has certainly sunk behind the trees. It's probably not going to set completely for at least over an hour, but once it's behind those trees, it's pretty much set for us over here. So before we get the fire started, we are going to go ahead and cook dinner. So we'll show you all what we've got cooking. We've got our backcountry gourmet station set up. We are both doing dehydrated meals, and I guess entirely by happenstance we have kind of the same setup here too. We both got the pocket rocket from MSR, and we both got little Tokes titanium pots.
Well, yours is, what kind of pocket rocket is yours? The
deluxe?
Oh, it's the deluxe. Okay.
Yeah.
Mine is the MSR, just pocket rocket 2, I believe.
I think it's 2.
Yeah, you got it for me. It was on sale at REI because it was used.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a deal. $40.
Always great to snag those. So let's take a look at the meals. I've got the Peak Refuel beef pasta marinara here. And what do you got, JR?
I've got the sweet pork and rice of Peak Refuel.
Yeah. Okay. Well, these both sound pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's simple stuff. We just boil up a cup of water and throw it in the bag and then wait a little while.
And then,
so.
Chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Perfect meal.
Well, have you had that one before?
I don't believe I have. I try to get a different one each time, so I don't think I've had this one yet.
Okay. Last time we went backpacking, I had Peak's chili mac. Wasn't impressed. Impressed, gotta say. So I'm hoping that the beef pasta marinara is a little tastier. So let's fire up our stoves and find out.
Yes, sir.
Stoves are ripping. It's like the dinner rush at a restaurant over here. got the meals ready to go. How'd yours turn out?
Really good. I don't know if you can see in there, but it's got a good consistency. It's not soupy like a lot of times it ends up for me, and
Yeah.
I put in the perfect amount of water this time.
I am pretty sure that I measured out exactly a cup, but this looks a little soupy to me. I mean, I guess we'll see how it tastes. But yeah, dinner time. Bon appetit. It's Backcountry Gourmet with our Backcountry Kitchen over here.
Oh yeah.
The beef, I'd say the beef is kind of chewy. The flavors, I feel like the flavors aren't really coming through. Like, the flavors are in here. I look at the ingredients of these things, and a lot of them aren't very seasoned. And I don't know if that's there's like a reason for that in the production. But not super flavorful. I'll let it soak and give it some more time before I decide. I mean, it certainly will hit the spot though. It's good to get some warm food in my belly for sure.
Mine's the sweet pork and rice it's with a rice, vegetables, and brown sugar glaze. Pretty well done. Could have used maybe a little more water in it. There's a little bit of crunchy bits in it, but overall the flavor is actually really good. The brown sugar, I mixed it up pretty good. Brown sugar is definitely coming through, and the veggies are really pairing well with the shredded pork. I'm really enjoying this. This might actually be my favorite one that I've had of these guys. So again, sweet pork and rice from who is this again? Peak Refuel. Definitely worth a try if this is your kind of flavors.
We've just finished with dinner, so now let's go ahead and get this fire started. We've made a nice little bed of sticks, and we've gathered a lot of wood over here, hoping to get a respectable fire going. And as the sun continues to set, might as well fire it now. So we've got the Strike a Flame fire starter, and I've got just a regular lighter here, nothing primitive and today. So let's go ahead and go. Oh. That thing sparks right up, so give it a few minutes. Hopefully it spreads and gives us a respectable foundation to build upon for the fire. I have retrieved the extra 2 beer cans from the creek. Unfortunately, they are really not cold at all, so it really did next to nothing. That creek is too shallow and does not move enough cold water around to really impact. But hey, you know, we'll find a way. We'll find the perfect solution for keeping your beer cold while backpacking. So the fire's starting to catch here, so let's go ahead and crack another one.
Yes, sir.
This is the last of our supply. Can't bring too much beer out here. We don't have a giant Yeti cooler full of 30 cans, right?
Not yet.
Cheers.
Cheers. It's a slightly cool IPA.
Slightly?
Slightly cool.
Ever so slightly.
Ever so slightly indeed.
Oh, here comes the fire.
It's getting there. It's a little burning, just kind of hot with the leaves right now, so
Yep.
hopefully it catches some wood. Looks like some little woods are caught. And I can start adding some big boys. We have created fire.
You know what that means. It's time for the campfire whiskey. That's right. Pack some in.
How predictable of you.
Gotta have campfire whiskey, JR.
I suppose. What you got in this bad boy?
That is benchmark number 8, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Comes to us from Buffalo Trace.
It smells good.
I got my cooking pot ready. Also suffices as a whiskey cup. Pour me about a finger of that. Cheers. Let's
Cheers.
drink the soreness away from our hike today.
Yes, sir.
Nothing like a little bit of whiskey. Right by the campfire. Hope everyone out there is having a great day, wherever you are, whatever time it is. Just after 9 o'clock. The evening is winding down. We threw the last of our logs on the fire here. We had some pretty big logs, so we're expecting these to catch and maybe burn the fire for a little while longer. But it's been a long day, so an early night isn't so bad. Maybe turn in by 10. But it's been a nice day. It's getting later and later, and the fire really heating up.
The fire rises.
We took all of the wood that we had left and just threw it on the fire. And at this point, I think we are really about spent. Let me see. Yeah, looking around here.
We're just gonna let this guy burn out from here.
Yeah. So we're just chilling. JR has the Darlington NASCAR race pulled up on the radio. We're gonna listen to the end of that. A few minutes ago, I actually stepped away into the woods to relieve myself and do a little cat hole digging, if you know what I mean, and suddenly we heard a boom, 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 boom. Turns out it was fireworks. Somebody miles away, past state park borders, is setting off fireworks because it's about to be Labor Day. We're the Sunday before Labor Day right now, so when we wake up tomorrow morning, it's Labor Day. I forgot that people actually set off fireworks for Labor Day in some places.
I had no idea. I'm sure my neighbors in my cul-de-sac are probably doing it because they love any reason to do it, but I completely forgot.
Yeah, fireworks for any reason. That's not something you hear every time you go camping. I think that's a first for me, to hear a bunch of fireworks going off while camping.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed I couldn't see it through the trees. It's fairly dense in here, so kind of like how it got pretty dark pretty quickly once the sun went down.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, at first my first reaction was, when they started to go off, was that a gunshot, someone wandering around doing some late night hunting out here? But no, obviously fireworks after it got going, so that's good. Yeah, didn't want to be caught with my pants down. Literally, when a hillbilly comes running out of the woods with his boomstick, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, strong Deliverance vibes.
Yeah. Speaking of, I think we should go camping in Deliverance territory. Up in northeast Georgia, Rabun County.
Not opposed to it. Yeah. We could get some canoes and recreate the old paddle.
That river is quite technical. I think it's like class 3, class 4 rapids. So
we got to practice.
Yeah. I mean, we could at least go camping up by the national forest in the Chattooga. I think it looks like a nice time. Looks like some nice roads and stuff up there.
Yeah, just need to get myself a leather vest and grow out a mustache.
Mm-hmm. So we'll let this fire die down and hang out the rest of the night. So until then, we'll see you in the morning. Good night.
Good night.
Good morning. Just got up. It's time for breakfast and coffee before I can function at least.
Yep, about to make up some oatmeal and maybe snack on a power bar and refill my water and stuff and start packing up camp.
Mm-hmm. Gotta go get my food out of the food hangover here. Looks like my food hang held up perfectly fine. No disturbances. Bag looks intact. Doesn't look like anything gnawed at my rope. Let's pull it down. Boiling water for my coffee first. I brought the Mir Porigami pour-over brewer out here today. The real question is going to be, how is this pot going to perform as a pour-over? Because it's not a precision pouring kettle. So we'll see how that goes. JR's already enjoying breakfast. What you got, the oatmeal?
Yep, maple and brown sugar, my favorite.
All right, what, just some regular Quaker stuff?
Just Quaker. Got 3 packages. I don't know what the calories on these are, but I got 3 more just in case.
You gonna eat all of them?
Oh yeah. Oh no, not the 6. No. Gotta have extra in case we get stranded out here, you know.
Uh-oh. And then after the coffee, I've got some fancy oatmeal. The Backpacker's Pantry, peanut butter and banana. I really love this stuff. I've had this for breakfast several times while backpacking. All right, let's try it with the pot. So this is my new mug. It's a new gear pickup. This is the Sea to Summit X mug, collapsible backpacking mug. It's made of silicone, and it's got these ridges. They're supposed to keep your hands cool when the hot liquid's in there. Let's hope it can stand up to the weight of this porigami and the coffee while I pour in the brew. I did 20 grams of coffee to about 300 milligrams of water here, so that should do us for a nice cup of coffee. Coffee turned out well. Mug didn't collapse. Turned out really good. That is one of the simple joys and pleasures of life, is morning cup of coffee after you've woken up among the trees. Well, how'd you sleep?
Pretty well for the most part. You know, there was some off and on with some of the animal noises that were going on. I don't know if you heard anything like that, but
Yeah. I was dozing off and waking up to noises here and there. All manner of critters that seem to roam these woods at night. The spookiest one in particular, it sounded like some kind of deranged miniature pony was floating around in the woods. It turns out that was a screech owl call. And then earlier in the morning, I don't know, 4 or 5 a.m., we heard something quite disturbing.
yeah, it was a pack of coyotes in the distance, I guess, because it was hooting and hollering and yipping and yapping all in the distance. I got a little worried. I didn't really know exactly how far away they were. It sounded like they were kind of close, but I guess their voices carry over the distance.
Yeah, sounded like they were excited about something. Maybe they got a kill.
Yeah, it was significant. I mean, obviously I can't tell you how many there were, but it sounded like there were a lot of them. It definitely wasn't just a few.
Yeah, I think it woke us both up, right?
Yeah. I woke up and I was looking outside my hammock, seeing, all right, am I surrounded by these guys now? Like, ooh.
Well, I was able to make it back to sleep. Crawled out of the tent around, I don't know, 7:50 a.m. Gotta say, definitely sore from the hike yesterday, and I haven't spent a ton of nights on the backpacking pad, so a little uncomfortable this morning, but you know, fueling up, eating some oatmeal, drinking coffee, hoping to do some stretches, and we will, I guess, start to pack up camp right after this and look at our itinerary for the day and hit the trail. We'll be hitting it a lot earlier than yesterday.
Yep, we'll hit it a lot earlier than yesterday. We'll maybe grab a lunch kind of towards the end or something, and we gotta refill our water before we leave. So
That's right, I'm spent. I have no water, so we'll definitely need to go back down to the creek and fill up. Hi, dear. Good morning, dear. This one looks young.
she's strutting her stuff.
Hmm. Man, you must be comfy around humans. Oh, goodbye. It actually does still have white spots, so.
Kinda young.
It's kind of young, yeah. Mama must be around here somewhere. Who knows?
Yeah, I heard rustling up on top of the hill. I bet Mama's up there somewhere.
Huh.
Our campsite's all packed up. That's where Kyle's tent was. Got Kyle stretching for the hike tomorrow, and just behind him is where my hammock was.
Hike is today.
Hike is today. What did I say?
Tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll hike at some point someday. So we're just getting all packed up here and rip-raring, ready to go. We just kind of watched the deer kind of run around in the woods for a second, and we'll hopefully see some more cool wildlife today.
Happy Labor Day.
Happy Labor Day.
Okay, the journey begins. Goodbye, Turtle Hollow campsite. We've got a good distance to go today. About the same distance as yesterday. We're getting started. It's 9:50 a.m. A little later than we had hoped, but a lot earlier than yesterday. So let's go. This way is a horses only trail, so what better name for it than Cowboy Trail? Yeehaw! Today already feels like it's going to be a harder day from yesterday because we are tired from the exertions. But we must press onward. We've got to get back after all. We've got another little stream crossing here, and this looks like a good opportunity to top off the water bottles again since we have this little trickle off of the rock. Fill her up. Nature's gas station. We are taking a break. This is the exact spot where we ate lunch yesterday. So we were actually right here just about 24 hours ago. That last mile and a half or two was really grueling. The sun is out a lot more today. Not nearly as cloudy.
Yeah, it's probably getting close to the high 80s at this point.
Yeah, that's hotter than it was yesterday. So we pushed through and made it here, and we got to take an extended break now and eat. maybe snacks and lunch. I didn't really bring like a full meal for lunch. I've just still got my M&Ms and a couple Cliff Bars, but I think that'll get us back. The car is maybe 2 miles from here, give or take. So we're gonna kick back for a little bit and then hit the trail again. But this means that we've successfully completed the entire loop. So from here on out is the same way we came in yesterday, just backtracking. So
Ooh, a nice little breeze is coming in too.
oh, that feels good.
Air
Yeah.
conditioning.
I had to hang my shirt up here and switch back to the one I had because I was absolutely drenched in sweat, and we smell really bad. That's hiker life though, right? You know, give it a couple more days out here and we'd probably turn into feral mountain men, but we only spent the one night out here. But I'm already feeling like a mountain man. It's the final stretch. We can do it. We can do it. Can you feel it? I feel like we're getting close now. Close to what, you might ask? Close to the end. Subaru, you are a sight for sore eyes. We have made it back to the trailhead where we started. It's time to pile in and blast the AC and cool down. Oh my God. Whew! We made it.
Yeah, we just got back. Definitely towards the end there, I was like, all right, I'm getting on the edge of the end of the gas tank there.
Yeah, it was about 7.1 today. I think the bottom of the loop was slightly longer than going over the top of the loop.
Definitely,
because
yeah.
we were camped up on the north side, so we did ever so slightly more mileage today, which I hadn't realized, I guess. And it catches up to you when you've done 7 miles the day before and you know, not gotten a full 8 hours of sleep. But boy, I mean, hell, we made it. It was an adventure.
It was, yeah. Yep. We you know, it was a good little camp out. We had a nice site. The only qualm I had, I wish the river were or the creek was a little more rushing and substantial.
Yeah.
I really wanted to dip my feet in it yesterday.
Yeah, the creeks down here, since we're in middle Georgia, they're not like ice cold like a nice mountain stream is, and they don't seem to be as good for, you know, dipping your feet in, like he was saying. I mean, it did us fine. We filled up our water and everything, and we found a creek on the way. That was really the only place we had to fill up, though, because I was looking for a fill-up spot there in the last couple miles, and we didn't have one. So I literally drank down my last drip of water right before we walked up to the car, so that was good. Luckily, I have a little bit of backup in here that I left from the drive-in. But overall, great success. You know, I think we flirted with disaster there with the mileage. Whole trip, it was just under 15 miles. So that's our longest backpacking trip in the books there.
Yep. Our previous was what, 11-ish?
11
and
to
a half,
12?
something like that, 11, 12, yeah.
Yeah. Whew. So definitely, you know, amping it up each time. We've got a bigger one coming up soon that you're definitely going to see, but it's much different type of terrain. Excited. I'm not going to give it away just yet, but you will see. But for now, we're just chilling out in the car. with the AC on. Gonna cool down a little bit.
Listen to some Doobie Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're singing the old China Grove on the way back.
Hell yeah. So I think we'll take a spin around this road of the park, loop around the overlook, and then head back out. And I don't know about you, JR, but I'm feeling a massive double cheeseburger on the way home today.
Oh yeah. The question is from where, but the answer is cheeseburger.
Yes, yes. I think it was a great adventure and a great trip, and I think we did a great job. We did it.
Oh yeah. Definitely feel that sense of accomplishment. I feel like I earned that cheeseburger I'm about to eat.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I wish I had a cold beer in here too to celebrate the occasion. But boy, well, that's it for us. We're signing off, but hope you enjoyed. And wherever you are, get outdoors, have a great time. Any season is camping season. Have a great day. Bye.
See ya.